Welcome to my adventures in doing what I can, a video series of my home remodel and more by me, Jim Williams, aka Papa Smurf. Hey, grab a cup, sit back, relax. Let's go for an adventure. Our adventure today is in the living room. I have the walls painted, as you can see the color difference there in the hallway. I have the trim around the windows painted. The ceiling's been redone. But looking at that carpet, we got some holes. Well, we'll see what we can do. I've pulled the carpeting back to reveal the piping that runs behind it through the living room, the drain line and water lines to the kitchen. As you can see, the piping runs all the way through the living room, and we're going to enclose it, so let's see what we can do. Having COPD and being on oxygen is difficult enough, so I'm going to cut this carpet into smaller squares to make it easier for me. Almost cut that oxygen hose with that knife. Well, I got some spares if I need it. Doing what we can. Hey, looky there. We have 3 layers of linoleum. The gold is the original throughout the trailer. The white was installed who knows when. The brown tile you see, my daughter put in '05. Well, let's continue on. It took me 2 days to get that 3.5-foot section of carpeting out all the way down, but I did it. Let's continue on. I have moved the hot and cold supply lines on top of the drain line from the kitchen. Made sure the drain line has proper flow angle. I put down a 1-inch by 2-inch board on the floor to hook the side fascia to on the enclosure. Here I have installed a top cap rail on the wall with the top plate to secure to, and I've put insulation underneath everything all the way down. Not that I've had any issues before, but we are enclosing this, so let's just make sure it stays warm. I'm liking it. How about you? As you can see, it is all screwed together, so in the case we ever have to do any repairs to the piping, we can just unscrew it and take care of the problem. Let's continue on. My, that looks really good. It's all capped in, covered up. Don't have to worry about pulling the chair back and kinking on a line or anything like that. So it's looking good. We're doing what we can. What we have here is the air duct has dropped away from the floor, causing leakage to go underneath the trailer. So I'm taking brackets, as you see here. I've pre-drilled the holes. I'm going to put them underneath with silicone in between the duct and the floor, and pull that up and secure it to the floor to seal out any leakage. Voila! The brackets are in. It's all screwed and sealed to the floor. No air leaks. It's doing good. So, I guess it's time to continue with this adventure. The underlayment is going down. It's looking good. It's going down in 2-foot sections because that's the widest width I can fit in my car. But it's working. Down at the other end you see a cold air return for an old AC unit that I had repaired that went out again. So we'll be removing that later on. Yeah, when that foam's on the ground, it doesn't look like much, but you start scraping, you're like, wow, there's a lot of foam down here. But you know what? I'm getting it done. That's all I can do. Looking at the sunshine coming in those west-facing windows, yes, it's afternoon. I took most of the day off. Rest up from scraping up that foam. Took a lot out of me. But we got it done. Let's continue on. We have our second run of underlayment in. That's another 2 feet out. That's 4 feet total, if you're all keeping count anyways. And it's going good. Let's continue on. Well, if you can see in the background, I've made a scraper to scrape up that foam with so I can get off my knees. I have a pillow off to the side where I've been using, wearing my knees out. Down in the lower left corner, I have a picture of a mask that I use to keep the particles out of my lungs. I've attached my oxygen hose to it so I can get oxygen. The drill is out so that we can take out the screws people have put in the floor for whatever reason. And we have needle nose pliers off to the side there for pulling out all the staples. Been fun. What an adventure. Let's continue on. Oh sure. Now you two show up. Smokey's in the front. His niece, Goldie, is off to the side there. And they're inspecting, making sure I've got everything done right. Well, you know, let's continue the adventure. Here's my boy Romeo. He was 15 and a half. I had to put him down on January 1st of 2020. Rest in peace, my friend. I really miss you. Well, as you can see in the background, I've swept up the floor and got everything off that I could. The tufts you see are held down by 16,000 staples. So let's continue on. Yes, as you can see, 1 inch by 3/4 inch, 15 staples. Another section off the side is 1 inch by 1 inch, and it has 18 staples in it. They used a lot of staples just to hold down that little patch of carpet. Why? I don't know. But we got it done. Let's continue on. Off to the right, we have Goldie sleeping on her throne. We have 5 sections of underlayment down. That makes 10 feet. 1 more foot to go, and we'll have that living room done. Let's continue on. In continuing our adventure, we've come to the air return. Time to take this out. Let's see what we can do. What you see here is a cap that you put in the cold air return for the air conditioner in the winter time, so your heat is not drawn out of the house. Well, we're just going to leave that there since the return is going to be disconnected anyways. And we'll insulate over it and cap it off. Let's get on the adventure. Now we got that air return for the AC sealed up, leak proof. Yep, yeah, it's working fine. Time to move on with this adventure. Now, when looking at this air conditioner, only about 6 or 8 inches goes underneath the trailer. So we'll remove it, disconnect the power and the intake and outlet lines, get it out of the way. Oh my goodness, what a beast this is. It weighs about a ton. 3 inches this way, 3 inches that way. 2 hours to get it from where it was to where it is. Well, we're doing what we can. Yes, now time to get a little dirty. I have to get underneath this trailer to disconnect the inlet and airflow lines. Let's do this. Now the longer one is the cold air return from that one I blocked off in the living room that we saw. And the shorter one was the trunk going to the inlet, which is all capped off. Not in use anymore. Looky there! New skirting. It goes beyond the patio wall there. There's a little pain to put in, but I got it done. Let's continue on. This adventure has come to an end. Everything looks good. Everything's put back together. Got the air conditioner pulled out there for the recycle company to come pick it up. And that'll conclude this adventure. Come join me next time on the next adventure. See what it holds in store for us. Till then, do what you can. Bye.